Right, hello YouTube. Just a quick explanation. This vid is one of, I believe, up to about 6 parts for the Sel Mounta stream that we did a little while back. I could have uploaded it in one go, but it's about 3 hours long, so I figured I'd slice it up for viewability. Enjoy the video. Okay, hello again YouTube. Welcome to a little extra set of episodes for this week. I've got to do some more on Sel Mounta. Hooray! My co-host is up and running again.
Howdy.
Yes, we've got to cringe. And do you remember where we were? Because I'm remembering what this was.
Yeah, this was the Necromancer's lair.
Yes, we've actually gotten to him.
No, I have not. I just got through with the village, and I think I'm going to... Actually, no, wait, the village?
Everyone's equipment.
Yeah, I'm going to the swamp.
Gotcha. Okay, yeah, so you're still a little bit behind, but not very.
I think I ended up in the swamp because I made a rat joke, and then I ran away from it, screeching like a little girl, so...
I can't say I've seen it yet, but... Okay. So... Alright, final check. Bones in place, silver is in place, markings inscribed on the stone. Oh, I see. That'll explain the noise, at least. Let me guess, your scout sent Maelon on to track me down. Would that be about right? Do you remember that name?
Yes, actually, he was the wizard in the tower that I had to do a quest for and go everywhere.
He even mentions, like, keep an eye out for Kakuda.
He's the guy that gave him the weird spell.
Yeah, that put the curse on him, so he like mispronounced words or misread them.
Yeah.
I
was trying not to spoil too much, but yeah, that gets it.
Wow, I mean, you've done the playthrough, right? People who've been watching this have probably watched it.
You should have watched it by now. They should know.
Yes. Would that be about right? Wouldn't be the first. Probably wouldn't be the last either. Not quite, though we do know the man. We were sent to deal with the undead invasion originating from here. From what I remember, he mentioned you were a rival of his? Oh, I see. This is awkward, but not potentially unprofitable. Unprofitable? You're all quite talented adventurers, correct? You must have at least some modicum of experience and ability to have made it through the guards, if my talents have any worth to them at all. You aren't wrong, but I don't follow. Is this some attempt at a bribe? Oh, by profit I meant solely my own. I'm going to take your trained flesh and bones and add them to my hoard. But to do that, I need to snuff the life from you all first. Arise, mighty groundling crab, and protect your master. Yeah, I think we got to the start of this fight, and then we had to call it. Was that right?
Yes. You had to go eat.
Yes, and then didn't have time to record afterwards or whatever.
But now it's late enough that you don't need to eat, so this is a win-win.
Hooray, yes. A grounded crab and some zombies? I mean, it's a threat, but is this all he has? No, it's not that simple. If that crab is dead, it's basically all shell now. Like the normal ones that have weak points, this one doesn't have a vulnerable spot. Damn it, I almost missed that. Wait, look, the necromancer's raising more undead too. Definitely not a reference to a mechanic I had originally planned to have it spawn more enemies that didn't work out.
Oof.
Then we'll crush Shelly into powder and squash him before he can summon any more of those worthless shamblers. I think I could have made it work, I just didn't know how at the time.
Fair.
I'll help. You seem determined. I thought you hated fighting Rennie. These guys are already dead, so no one's actually getting hurt here. So it's fine, right? That's a spirit. Let's go. How sound that logic is up to you, I guess, but...
It's good logic. I mean, you're just defiling corpses, but otherwise, yeah.
I'll go for blast off. I reckon I'll clear these little zombies out first. Blast off is damage and going straight to frenzy. Oh yeah, she hit like a truck. She's got the hammer.
Oh yeah.
We got we got a bit lucky and we beat one of the super bosses early, so we've got like one really powerful weapon. Also, we've completed one of the other areas, so we're a level up. Set the rest burning, hopefully. Yes, of course we've got Vanessa on the team, so we've got an extra party member compared to what you could have. That was like one of the worst things to try and balance in this game. Was that? It's why if I do another one, because like the middle third of the game, you can go through it with like either up to 2 areas with just 6 party members or none. It's like, how the heck do I balance this?
Oh yeah.
Which is why for the next one, because I would like to do another one of these. I don't know when or if I'll be able to, but I plan to have the party locked to 6 and just have the optional members be like able to be switched out. Because that way it'll always be the same number, you should have roughly the same output. Or at least if you go for like a really high output version of the team, you'll lose some defense and it'll balance out. I guess Spike Wave, since he'll catch all of them. He has been blinded by something.
So. Oh, yeah, I just realized what you said.
Yeah, because there's only one left, he gets all the hits.
I don't... Call me crazy, but... Okay. I thought you were gonna click wink, and I was like, I don't know if that'll work on an undead crab.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I think all the undead are completely immune to charm. Although I could be wrong. Oh god, he's gonna try and grab us. Then he's missed because he's been blinded. I don't even know what we hit him with, but blinded him. But is it flare? Must have been flare. How are we looking? We could. Yeah, we'll do level shot. Do a bit of reliable damage. Kind of surprised he's vulnerable to blind. Actually, I wonder if that was an oversight on my end, or if he's just quite resistant to it and we got lucky.
Blind. I'm trying to think of a reason why the undead crab would be immune to blind.
I mean,
maybe instead of regular...
He hasn't got any eyes. If you look at where his eye sockets are, see they're actually burning. Oh
yeah. Maybe what it is, it's blinding the connection between him and the necromancer.
We will go with that.
Yes.
Let's go White Guard. We're not really
Lord Book of Cringe. It's work in progress, but
yeah. I think we're actually in a really good state for this fight. I don't think we're actually at too much risk at the moment, but we'll see how it goes. We'll just do a cheap deflect. Nice to get a defense stance move that doesn't use any TP, because then we can go straight into our offense again.
Yep.
Whether there is one of those or not, I can't remember, but I assume so. Do we
I thought I had one, but I could be misremembering it.
Eddie was right. Without weak points, this thing won't die. It's like smashing into a wall of shields over and over, and it's trying to smash us right back. Hey, ready? You're the fastest here. I'm going to try and make an opening so I can attack Karkuda. Stop his summoning. Could you be ready to use it when I open it? Gotcha. I'll be ready when you are. So far, this thing's not too awful. Everyone seems to be on fighting form, so why do I feel like something's about to go really wrong? Hey, Samson, are you okay? Right, can't let the others think I'm worried. They're counting on me as well as Hetty. It's fine, Rennie. Let's take this thing out quickly. Just keep an eye on your surroundings. What he's using is special.
Was that more reference to the mechanic you couldn't figure out?
Kinda, yeah. I think it's implied at this point that he's... like, he would summon another, like, horde or something if you left it too long. We could try... Tail Stinger. I don't think he's vulnerable to poison, but... He's got a very, very fast tail, as you can probably tell.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. Yeah, as I think it said, her skills are based on... I think you read the class book for like the weird classes, didn't you?
Yes, I did, and I found some very weird things.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we talked about this one before, but yeah, the rabbit mage is kind of the joke one. I think there's like one NPC that is one technically that you talk to. But I might make him an optional class for Sel Owner, which would be like game 4, I think is the current plan. Again, if I get that far. I'd like to
hope so, but genuinely I've had fun. And I'm not saying this just because I'm in a party with you. It has actually been fun.
Okay. Yeah, no, I'd like to. I'm doing a bit of job search at the moment. Like, don't get me wrong, videogames isn't going anywhere immediately, but at the moment, don't sell enough copies to make a regular living off of it, so, you know. Got to balance things out, might end up going to, like, developing in my free time. It seriously is tough. Bits are chipping off, but it just makes no difference. It's still throwing lightning all over the place. Oh, mouse in the way. Just no openings. This thing might mostly go sideways, but it's so fast at covering its master. Does it even know it's doing that? Come on, there's got to be something we could do. Maybe if we could break off a limb or something? Still looks worried. Oh, maybe if... Hey, Mr. Necromancer? What? You're aware, girl, that most don't stop for a conversation in the middle of battle. I know, but I wanted to ask if you wanted to surrender. We'd let you leave. That way you don't get hurt and we still get our job done here. That way we both win. What? What kind of person do you think I am? Are you not a human? Maybe Randy to miss the point by that much. But despite that, he is listening to her. If you can keep that up, maybe there'll be an opening after all. Maybe there are strange ways of what we need here. Who is that girl anyway? Haven't I seen her before too? Either way, she's clearly an imbecile. You mustn't let her get to me. Think of the plan, Kakuda. It could still work. It's only a setback even if they win, and they won't. She's throwing him off. It's not even intentional. Oh, I should have used her beam, shouldn't I?
Yeah, sorry, I was reading your text message.
No problem. Oh man, this crab's having a bad time. I think that lucky blind at the start of the fight has just completely negated his offense. That's the way the crab cakes crumble, I guess.
I'm quoting that.
Break already, you worthless... She lands a hefty blow. Its main shell cracks almost all the way through. It stumbles from the blow, finally showing some sign of damage. Ha ha ha. Finally. Not so tough now, eh? Ah, my minion! Do you have any idea how much work goes into raising even a smaller creature like him? Oh, he's hurt. The offer still stands. You don't have to keep fighting. And that way your crab friend won't get hurt either. And you keep quiet. Ah, how could someone so strong have so little in the way of brains? It's a good thing I won't need them to resurrect you. Almost there, Catelyn. He's really riled up now. If you make the opening the moment the crab cracks, I can get him. Gotcha. I've got this. You okay, by the way? It's here like... I didn't know if it was you saying something or like a mechanical noise. Or computer noise, even.
Oh, you heard my keyboard going...
It wasn't that. It was like... Wah, like a... Almost like an old printer buzzing or something.
Oh, that was my phone vibrating on my keyboard.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, there we go. Beam. Chaos Beam. He's not got much health left. This might get him, actually. Oh, no. Oh, no. He's almost running out of...
I missed it.
He's running out of blind and he got stunned now as well.
Oh, poor crab. I feel bad.
We are bullying this one.
Now this crab's gonna die.
Yeah. Well, Reddy did try to offer him to a way out, but he didn't take it. There we go. No lucky drops today, but we got a few bits. I can't remember. Does he have a weapon? I'm genuinely trying to remember. A lot of the bosses drop optional stuff. I genuinely can't remember if he does. Not optional stuff, like rare stuff. Samson now level 6. Nullify learned. Catelyn learned Spell Shield. Bagel learned Boil Over. Rayleigh learned Skewer. Hetty learned Null Thunder. Rennie learned Dark Jolt. And Vanessa learned Bolster Energy. You always get some new stuff each level in this one. Because there are so many. With a mighty crack, the dried bones of the undead monster crab split in two. The two halves crash to the ground and flail for a moment before returning to being completely still. Hey, we did it! Oh, but sorry about your crab, Mr. Necromancer. Why, you... Kakuda readies to throw some kind of spell at Rennie, but before he can... Oi, wizard, you're finished! Catelyn seemingly lunges forward to attack, shield raised in front of her, but it's a feint. Her stance instead ready to block an incoming spell. Kakuda indeed falls for the taunt, unleashing a dark magical spell against her, but Catelyn blocks it as Rayleigh charges forwards. He said Rennie. He's wide open. This'll...
Oh!
Even as Rayleigh charges forward, seemingly unnoticed, Kakuda lets off a secondary, much more powerful dark spell that strikes all around him, throwing the party back. No, come on, Catelyn. No, come on, Catelyn made you this opening. You can still do it, Rayleigh. Just push a little further. Ah! The second pulse, even stronger, is let out, but even as the third is being charged.
Oh!
Help has arrived. Kakuda, it's over, you snake. It took a while, but I finally found you. You, how the... Don't flatter yourself. We might have been keeping an eye out for you, but you weren't our priority. We were looking for the others. Yep, some familiar faces returning.
Hey!
Good to see you all again. Oh, and don't go moving there, wizard. I got a lot more fire in me than that little burst. Oh, I don't know. It'd be even more proof of his cowardice if he runs again. And we get some target practice. Sorry it took so long to reach you all. The ship returned to Colcano without you. Said you'd been missing for a whole month. The young king's been worried sick about you, Miss Hetty. How is the king? Other than worried, I mean. He's fine, physically anyway. What happened to you all? How did you all end up on Sel Mounta without even your ship? very long story. Best save for when we don't have a cornered wizard, I think.
Indeed. And if you want to figure it out,
yeah, I was gonna say,
youtube.com/cringe.
Yeah, watch Cringe's playthrough. It's good. He actually played through exactly that story. That's Sel Quinta. It's free. It's on Steam. I think they'll leave me a link in the comments if you want to.
Yes, buy it. You can even run it on really crappy laptops like I had.
Yes, yeah. It does not require much power. I will agree with that. And on you fool. You still don't see the grand potential of my works, do you? Your powers are even greater than mine. This whole world could be yours. We should both be working together on this. It's true. What you're doing has the potential to change the world. But the world of the undead is a world where I never get to meet wonderful people like the elementals, or the party that helped to cure me of my curse. One I've not forgotten that you put on me in the first place. Yes, under the coordination of a single mind, all of undead could do so much. They already do so much with their own people. No, the world you form is not one worth considering beyond that. It's not one I'll allow into reality. Small-minded fool. Ah, it's not over yet. Throw smoke bomb.
Ooh.
He's getting away. Quick, let's... Eh? What was that?
Uh-oh. Oh.
They are all here after all. Why, boss? Yeah, I was spot on. He went to make a run for it. Right deep into this old tomb. Ah, did you manage to stop him? One better. Set it right on up. There ain't nowhere for him to go but further in. Ah, good thinking. Even if there's another exit, it'll be quite some time before he can make his way out. But I'll try to go after him myself. Best to keep an eye on him just in case. Thank you for your aid, Eleanor. I'm not sure how well finding him would have gone after that rather tiring battle. It's the least I could do after you helped me out. Things have improved greatly since you helped lift my curse. My studies have progressed much more smoothly. Oh, I meant to ask, would you like me to relay a message to the king before I go? Would you? Yes, please. I've had a letter written up for a while. I'm rather worried since he doesn't know where you've ended up. I've got no way to get it through to him though, so that would be a huge help. Of course. Oh, but girls, you were travelling with the group some time. If you'd like to return to their group, that'll be the time, I believe. You mean it, boss? Of course you would. I've missed this lot. Well, if you'd still be wanting to take us along, sure. Yes, our travels together were rather rudely interrupted before. We might have ended up in some dangerous places, but I was enjoying the change of scenery. I'm happy to return to your party as well. I haven't forgotten how you saved me from that endless madness down the mains, Miss Aurelia. Mines even. The mains. I guess the state of Maine, one of endless madness.
From what I've heard from my friend when he went up there, it's almost pure madness. If
Stephen King's to be trusted, I think everything in those things takes place in Maine, so... It's always a rider from Maine, I think. The elementals have rejoined the party, but they don't fight directly. They'll be hanging around nearby. So yes, you get the summons back. They've got slightly different animations now, but they are effectively still the same thing. So Aurelia learned Water Elemental. Vagel now is the Fire Elemental, rather than, I believe, Lysandroth, I think? Was it the Earth? No, the Earth one goes with Lysandroth, wasn't it?
Yes.
She's now helping Hedy, and Samson has got the Air Elemental. Going on, took the letter from Hedy and departed back to Sel Quinta. Well, while I prefer that we'd captured that necromancer, I think it's safe to say his plans are forward for now. We'll consider that task complete and move on to our next goal. Cleared! Another one down. We've only got, I believe, one more to go in this sort of third of the game.
Ooh.
And that is the tower. We'll go heal up quickly at the thing. I think we're still quite well stocked up with items. We didn't have to use any in that last fight because we got lucky, so... I'd say a difficulty patch is in order, but I never know because I made this game. Like, I know what I'm doing with the combat. Like, I'm always like,
fair.
It's so hard to balance stuff like that sometimes because it's like I don't know whether it's actually too easy or if it's just because it's me and I can know what I'm doing. Like,
and you know what you're doing.
This time's tower. Yeah. Last of the three.
Ornstein's.
Yes.
This was the funky one.
Yep. Yikes. So the weather on this island wasn't bad enough already. Let's get out of the snow. There's a thunderstorm. We haven't even gone to the volcanic regions of the island yet. Well, at least the room was easy enough to find, even through this weather. Guess there's nothing to it but to get out in the storm. And we got the token.
Crate. To the right.
There's a box. Demon pie was found.
Demon pie?
Fruit pie? Demon fruit pie? Ah, then maybe you can't smell that's not the normal one with a human nose, but how did this get here?
Alright, what does it do to you if you eat it?
Let's have a look. Despite the ominous name, it's actually closer to a cake. It's pretty good and restores 50 HP and 200 mana.
Ooh!
It is actually just... unlike some of the items the demons have, this one is literally just food. There's another box as well. A large health potion.
That is good.
Yes, we don't spend very long outside the tower. Save as well when I'm thinking about it. I think we'd already just saved, but... Old portcullis hangs above the entrance, long since rusted in place. Severely eerie vibes seems to be coming from inside the tower. It feels... not right, yeah. Like there's something wrong about us being here. Gotta go in regardless. Adamant mentions they'd have strange creatures coming from this tower, right? Then we need to be ready to squash them the moment we enter. And in here we have... Nope, not this again. Why is it snowing? There's no clouds.
I look away for 10 seconds. What happened?
We're in the tower. Remember this area?
Yeah, it freaked me out. Well, freaked me out. Is I almost died a couple times without saving. So
my word, it's a strange realm from before. But how? King of Seltor's not here, is he? It can't be quite the same. We can still leave. The door behind us still shows the outside world, and I can still go through. But it sure looks like that strange fortress, or at least the place it was in. You've been somewhere like this before? You know this place, Rennie? The boss taught me to teleport in a place like this. You used to have to jump between floating islands. It's really spooky here, though. I don't like it. All the weird monsters that live here. I mean, I can't even see the other islands. No wonder your teleportation skills used to be both so strong and so weird. You must have been navigating virtually blind. How do you find a landing spot? It's easy, silly. You just have to feel out where you need to go. Where you need to go, not where you want to go? Could that be why we were all split up when we first encountered Renee's magic? Did her magic somehow know it'd be best for her to meet us away from her companions? Still, if it is that weird space, then boss might be here, right? That's what I'm afraid of. Last encounter with him didn't go well. Still, no sign of that sea monster to protect him. If we could ambush him on his own and bind him before he has a chance to cast more magic, our quest could be over right there and then. Sounds like we're heading into that strange void once more. This is my chance, finally. I can finally find out what's going on. My boss pretended to ditch me. But it's a little scary. I never liked this place and everyone might end up fighting. He's holding my arm and she looks scared. I better keep an eye out for her. I have a feeling whatever happens here, she might end up having a hard time of it. So yes, this area is like a bit of a gauntlet. If you remember that, like, the first area we went to was like only boss fight and like some exploration. Yeah. This is like 99% like combat encounters, this area.
Oh.
And it's a bunch of new weird monsters. I think they're all new.
Ooh, yeah, these are weird. I thought the other ones were... Well, I mean, the other ones are creepy, but... He's...
Yes, we'll have a little look at these guys in a sec, see what we're up against here. So we have Snowman, a Shell Lurker, a Mega Amoeba, and just a Shard. I don't know.
Frosty has had enough of our crap. Yeah. He's coming together.
But we have some new moves. I actually won't use Air Elemental here because I don't think it's going to do much, but... Oh, it's got a fire weapon. That's actually probably a good choice here. Right, Earth Elemental. And the animations are actually mine this time as well.
Ooh. Oh yeah, that does look good.
Just finishes off with a huge rock. Yeah, so this...
I remember in the fortress, I was saving up like all of my TP, was just doing basic attacks because I didn't know what the boss fight was going to be. But no, there's so many fights that I could have just done it.
Oh yeah, no, you can absolutely burn TP in Sel Quinta, especially like mid to late game when you start to get like lots of multi-attacks, because again, this game compensates for them a bit better, but the original one doesn't quite so well, and you can really stack up the multi-attack TP game. It is kind of built around it. It's not like game breaking, but yeah, you could build up a lot by late game. As I think I think of the guy. There's a guy that played through it and gave me really good feedback on it. I think as he put it, you can pretty much go all out most of the time, and you probably should.
Oh yeah, I did see that in the well, someone else in the what's it called? talk about section, the chat section or whatever. Someone else had made a review. That's what I was looking for.
Yes. Yeah, he didn't actually get along so well with this one. I think but as he put it, it was like certain things the game does that, like, not necessarily bad, but he doesn't like them. Like, he prefers...
Fair.
I think he was the one that grinded, like... I think he ground up to, like, 1 million gold really early on to get Excellion, and I think he had it, like, super early. Just through grinding, and it was like, oh, that's kind of meant to be... I mean, you could get it whenever, but... Oh, yeah, so this is the weapons. I think you maybe had to steal them, which is maybe why you didn't encounter any of them. But they did drop these...
I tried to steal things, but I don't think they had anything. Unless it just...
Unless I did something different? I can't remember. But I'm sure they're supposed to be able to drop these weapons sometimes. Maybe it's rare that they have them at all.
Ah.
But yeah, they have some rather unusual weapons, and there's a few new ones as well. I was afraid of that. They're not the same ones exactly, but they are the same sort of bizarre monster we fought before. Except we need to be ready for anything going forwards. But yes, so... If I remember correctly with these weapons, they're not the highest power necessarily, but they have very strong, like, additional effects. So if you see here, always critical hit and 50% extra accuracy.
Ooh.
So we'll actually try that one, why not? It's kind of... Eddie's kind of an all-rounder anyway, so... A bit of a worm, but yes, so, like I say, a bit of a challenge goal. There's going to be quite a few fights. Ah, not again. I keep slipping. Not that far to travel, but the ice is so slippery. Not sure what to suggest beyond watching a step. It's got to be these monsters' fault. Never thought we'd see more of these weird monsters from the fortress, but I'm sure of it. These are definitely the same sort of creature, even if I don't recognise any of them. Ah! Oh, come on again. Aurelia, can you give me a bit of support? Really struggling on this bit. Of course, dear. Let us, well, probably slide more than walk together.
Is it slidey, or is it just regular walking?
The actual terrain is not slidey in-game.
Ooh, snowballs.
Yeah, that snowflake. Yeah, the snowflakes... Oh, we didn't use this thing here. The snowflakes, or snow blades, rather, are glass cannons. They really can hit very hard if they go offensive, especially if you go to this area first. I'd say the tower is, like... If the Necromancer's, like, tomb is probably the easiest of the 3 options in the middle of the game, this is the hardest.
Ooh.
So we've got Living Acid, we've got Snowball, we've got Globule, we've got the Snow Blade. Actually don't know. Earth? The Ice ones will probably be weak to that. Yep, at least the Snowball is. But he got every single one.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Boil Over. Should we risk this one? If you'll ever... So the user's anger becomes so great that it affects the whole party. All members gain fury and an attack buff.
That randomizes their attack next round, like they do it on their own, right?
Yes, for a few turns actually. Basically, it's auto attack, but they get buffed. We're gonna risk it. Uh oh. Maybe a mistake. Is it spray? Oh, this may have been a mistake. Sap heat. I think it's a debuff.
Just a slight mistake.
Oh, oh! I may have made a mistake. I think our elements are wrong. We're not doing any damage.
Ooh.
Okay, that should have. That's weird. Okay, yeah, I was gonna say we should be doing some still. Yeah, problem is some of these ones are very elementally resistant. Yeah, I was gonna say, however, the fire hammer.
Oh.
Well, it's quite resistant to damage in general. Oh, good counterattack. It's quite resistant to damage in general because it's a ball of snow. It's like, what is there to injure on it kind of thing.
Oh, fair.
It's kind of the logic I go by is like, what is, when I decide like the weaknesses for creatures, like what is it? What would theoretically like work or not work on it? Like the globule's just a ball of water, so piercing does like nearly nothing to it. It's nearly bulletproof kind of thing. Like, the ball of acid is like all liquid, so fire doesn't really hurt it that much. But it's still like chemicals, so it can be poison because you can put the wrong stuff in it.
Yeah.
Like slashing does a bit. Ice actually hurts it because it's obviously it can be frozen. And crits do ignore resistances to quite a severe degree. Oh, it's getting us wet.
Ooh.
Mass debuff. Oh, we're getting melted. Doesn't do much damage, but it does debuff everybody. Yeah, Fury might have been a mistake here, but...
Yeah, I'll take blame for that one. I did say let's go ahead with it.
Yeah. I figured it'd be fun, but I had not considered some things. Let's see. Got one of our party members back. Let's let Headit get back up at the end of the fight. Let's not use the potions. We'll probably be okay. Let's just do White Guard. Tank up the party a little bit. Things been trying to weaken our defenses, so let's counteract that debuff. Oh no, not Bubble. It's actually a better spell now. I think it is actually the worst spell in Sel Quinta. It's just there's like...
Oh, yeah. Like, in the description it says, doesn't do a lot of damage, but is consistent. And every time I would try it, it would... I think once it did, like, 2 points of damage to a fire weak... a fire enemy that was, like, weak to water, so, like, I'll use it. No.
Yeah, I probably need a bit of a buff.
Samson. Look at Samson down there with his smug face, knowing that he tricked me with Bubble.
It's like... Oh wait, I should have used ice. Oh, I forget this thing's water. It's not ice. Oh, that might be why we're doing no damage. Yeah, so they can inflict, like the soul statuses, like make your attacks like elemental. Some of their attacks get inflicted on you because they're immune to it. So they effectively like freeze you up and make their attacks do like nothing to the icy ones, kind of thing. A little bit tricksy like that. Not crazy, right? That was as fighting balls of sentient water and ice, right? No? Well, unless we're both mad. It's not a good sign. It's hard enough to fight a real creature. These balls of element barely have any weak points. What can make them fight like that? I'd say some kind of animation spell, but they're not even remotely shaped to perform tasks. They're just a sphere. They don't seem to have any runes etched into them. Whatever magic this is, it's not a type I know. Yet, anyway. Always looking forward to that one. Got loads of health potions, so we'll use a few of those. Got slightly banged up after that one. I think up here... Oh, no, treasure chest the other way. Apologies if this episode is mostly fighting. Or at least for a bit anyway.
Oh, what was in the chest?
Oh, I think it was gold, was it?
Ah. What happens if you interact with the crystals? Or does it do anything?
I think you can, but technically... I'm pretty sure you can, but I think you have to stand under them because of the way the event is actually, like, done. Yeah, we need to be standing on... Oh, wait, we're in editor. Ah, we can cheat! We can cheat to talk to it. Just on the editor version. Crystal floats above the ice pillar, mist forming out of the air around it. Just standing near it is sapping your body heat. Yeah, I don't know if there's one you can interact with, but they do all have dialogue. You should
like, just put underneath some of them, or maybe just change, like, the dialogue to... But you shouldn't know that, because you're not supposed to interact with it, you filthy cheater.
Well, I did that in the first game. There's one of Catelyn's sisters. I didn't think you could talk to. It's one of the twins, and
Oh yeah, you could just walk over the table.
Yeah, you could just talk over the table, and I didn't know that at the time. So it's just like, oh boy, we're suffering. Fire elemental, help.
Oh yeah, there's 2 dead now.
Yeah, like I say, glass cannon. I think that was the snowflake. They can hit you really hard.
Ooh, yeah, 3d8.
Okay, Samson. Awaken, please. We're gonna need Rennie's magic. I think these things are weak to earth because they're weak to crushing. Most things that are weak to crushing are weak to earth. No, he's not particularly. He won't be weak to water because I'm pretty sure it is a water monster, but he's probably weak to Tri-Piercer. Honestly, most things are. Tri-Piercer hits pretty hard. Ah, not if it only hits once though. Oh, great. Rennie's about to go down again.
Oh no.
Oh, and the blood fountain's back. We probably do need her up though, so... Here, hold this. Raylia. Yeah, throw a large health potion, please. It might even be overkill, but... No, that's probably about right. Poison. Oh yeah, and the hammer. Oh right, yeah. I forgot Vanessa's got actual healing magic.
Oh! Oh yeah.
Yeah, she's actually got magic, so hers go off straight away. but they do use quite a bit of mana, and her mana reserves are not actually that great. So
Oh yeah, it is.
You gotta be a little bit careful. Is he weak to ice if he's water? He is. Hey, I got him.
There we go.
Blue punch dagger.
Blue punch dagger.
We'll have a little look at that one in a sec. Ow, 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 shot. I think shatter more like glass than ice. Check your shoes with splinters before we move on. Ironic, given she got dropped immediately at the start of the fight by one of them. So, blue punch dagger. Punching dagger that almost looks to be made of sapphire, but isn't. Its bizarre impact has a 33% chance to inflict blind or confusion. But it doesn't have much raw attack. Could be. What's our current one giving her? Canna rate. That's probably better.
Yeah.
Right. Vago is hitting very hard. I don't want to mess with a good thing at the moment.
What does Vanessa have?
Oh, for a weapon?
Yeah.
Has she got a staff? Oh, she's got Malene's whip. Okay, that should be a pretty good weapon because that's one of the boss drop ones. I think it's got some mean status effects on it. It's in the box. Magenta Claws was found. It's another weird one.
Ooh.
Strange Magenta Claws. Feel closer to wood than metal, but seem to be neither. 2% chance to inflict any negative status. Yes, every status has a 2% chance to go off when she's wielding it, when you get hit by that.
Oh, wow.
So, could be very disruptive, but a bit randomly. Could be good with something like the Flurry Charm, which drops your attacks but gives you a bunch more, or drops your damage but gives you a bunch more attacks. So it could be a good combo for like forcing through status effects.
Maybe.
Getting pretty chilly. Better try and hurry it up if we can, or we'll be at risk of exposure. I thought we need our winter gear in sight. Yes, in my case it might be actually even worse. When my metal arm conducts to my real... where my metal arm connects to my real arm, it's really starting to hurt. It's conducting all the heat away. You gonna be okay? No idea. I could potentially heat it up with a flame, but I have to be careful not to burn myself or melt the arm. Let's get going before I have to worry about that.
Oh, she might have to take it off.
Well, she can't. It's not like a prosthetic. It's like literally growing out of her arm.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she's like born with it. That since she was little, it's sort of grown with her.
Forgot about that.
We've got some more snowballs and some more water blobs, which we've had trouble with before. It's got a fire. Let's go for that one. Nope. Yeah, that worked. I know what we should be using. We should be using Hetty's lightning, hasn't she? She got a new lightning attack.
Oh yeah, forgot about that.
Charge the one solid thing, I guess. That's a tiny bit weak to the ice. Yeah, fire away. Just burn them. Or might I say that they're water, aren't they? That's probably not going to do that much. I worked on the ice ones. God, the stacking buffs. Yeah, the AI is smart enough to use debuffs and things, so gotta be a little bit careful. Yeah, Null Thunder. Let's have a Storm of Error, missing multiple entries. But deal high lightning damage to all foes and debuff luck twice for 3 turns.
Yeah.
Is there any lightning? No. The items that can do something like that? We could try and blind them, but they haven't got any eyes. Oh right, yeah, we got another elemental, haven't we? We've got Petrol. Use her one.
Dark elemental.
Yeah.
Was she always a dark elemental, or was it something else?
Petrol was, yeah. The townsfolk weren't sure what she was. They thought she was some kind of like shadow monster or something. But yes. Yeah, she's the new one though. She's the one we picked up at in this game, not in the previous one.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember, but I don't. I might need to go back because I have completely forgot.
That's fair. It's been quite a while. I have been wanting to record more, but it's been a case of like the From the Depths crowd have been free and the Sel Mounta crowd have not. So there is a little bit of a crowd for both, but there is some crossover. But hey, that got a few of them. Hey, that got him.
Well, for me, I was mainly open during the summer. Now that school has hopped back on, all of my schedules are messed up. So
Yeah. Normally I'd be running a D&D type thing today, but it's not on this week, so it's every other week, so...
oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Oh,
I won't even be able to make it either for like another month because they don't have a break.
Oh, blimey. Oh, dear. Oh, we were in a cute balancing act. I'm not sure that's what that was. Still surprised they could fight together like that. Such strange monsters, they have remarkable coordination. Yeah, you might notice they're arranged to look as if they were sort of carrying each other.
Oh!
The slime was like balancing the water ball on its head. Save again. I'd say it's a bit of a gauntlet, and there's a few flaws of this. It's really meant to be testing your combat skill. Oh, just the little ones. It's a bunch of shards. They're also a little bit glass cannony, so let's see if we can knock them out quick. Yeah, a lot more fragile than the other thing. Oh! He's using a special. Maybe blast off. Get that fury going. One damage. Okay, that was a little underwhelming. Heal. Sonic drone. Oh, is this the confusion one? Okay, no, it's debuffs. Crash flake. Protozoic spit. Ew. Okay, that does do a lot of damage. Oh, it's because our defenses are down.
Ah.
Should we... I don't know what a charm would work on them, but do we want to try it?
Sure.
This is a legit... I can't remember, but some of these are like living creatures, so this might actually work on them. Whoops.
Yeah.
Hey, it did.
Oh,
100%.
I can't believe we seduced an amoeba in today's episode.
Yeah. We're going to have Rennie goof off and build our magic reserves back up a little bit. The stars.
Yeah.
A few cute little skills like that, like I really like Massage's animation with the little hands.
Oh yeah.
It's like, I'm kind of waiting for them to beat themselves up, but they're kind of all a bit far off the next turn. Let's beat up the one that's furthest away from its next turn, which I think is that one. Because I believe getting hit has a good chance to knock you out of a charm.
Ah.
Because Renee's Vagel's frenzied, so she's just going to charge straight in there. That said, she's Vagel and has a lot of attack at the moment. Well, that one hit itself. It has saved us some damage, though. Charm's kind of a weird one. It can be very strong, it's just that quite a lot of things are resistant to it.
Yeah, it pretty much has to be an animate object.
Yeah, it has to be something aware enough that you could theoretically make it attracted to you. I think we'll just smack them all at this point. It's wearing off on most of them, so... oh, there's Renee.
Taken out of context, that was a really strange thing to say.
Yeah, smack all of them. I don't got to explain anything. I specifically choose not to. What is this? Who has messaged me on Discord? Oh, it's Ed. I'll get back to him on that one later. Oh. Sorry, I had to pause for a minute. See what my brother was up to. I'm working on his
not feel bad. Occasionally I'll be minding my own business and suddenly Discord just explodes with notifications.
Yeah, well, we got Plasma on From the Depths today, didn't we?
Yep.
After it's getting to show off. Yeah, I believe I've mentioned in I think it was the review I did, like, if they add Plasma, I'll come back to it and cover it. It's like, well, I guess I've got to come back to it now, because we're getting so close to release that they can actually give it to YouTubers to test out, like...
Yeah, it's like coming next week, I think they said. Even though it's like started as a joke, I think they genuinely made it go to next week.
Okay, I was going to say, is this the meme of it? It's... Can you believe it's only a week away? But no, it actually is it now?
It's a week away.
But yeah, no, it actually is a week away now. That's very cool. We've got a couple of somethings there. What do we get? Red stave. Weird looking stuff. Ew, ew, ew. Oh, gross. They're like giant bugs, but even weirder. Oh, and the slime's getting everywhere. Don't know what those are, but they're not bugs. More like big flying sea slugs? Oh, who cares? Caitlin's right, they're gross. Yeah, it's getting in my arm. I'm going to be cleaning slime out my gears for weeks.
Oof.
Neither of them like them.
Those poor amoebas, they did almost nothing wrong.
It's a strange red stave staff whose parts aren't actually attached to each other. Grants 10% mana regeneration when held.
Mm.
I'm going to give that to... Oh, no, she can't. She can't use staffs. I forgot. So I'll give that to Vanessa because her magic's getting run out fastest, but... Yeah, I'm going to give her a mana potion, I think. Maybe one for Hetty as well, because she's also out. I was going to say I wonder why I didn't get rid of the mana bar for people, and then I'm like, wait, no, there's accessories that would give you mana. That's why. Is that an item hidden back there? No. Okay, I can't remember if I hid something behind that crystal or not. Oh. A metal platform? How do you build something like that? It takes Smiths an age to forge a sword, and this is so neat. The dwarves here have the forges and techniques needed to forge larger structures from metal, and even their whole ships, but... Perhaps a more important question is, why is it here? Since I assume the dwarves didn't make it, who did? Can I add a question? Of course, Renee. Where does the ladder go? It just sort of disappears into the fog. I hate to say it, but the only way to know for sure is to climb it, right?
Ooh.
From the depths. Conveniently timed, yes. That was very well timed. It's kind of light in the ground over here. I wonder what
wait, you heard it through my headset? Hold up, I'll turn it down.
My mic's spinning around on its own. The only thing with the mic is the mic itself is quite good. The stand is starting to show signs of not being amazing. The sort of joints on it don't seem to hold tremendously tight. The light intensified and suddenly the party was fully healed. It does. At least it's friendly. Looks like you just have to go near these and they heal you. Not complaining of that. Best keep an eye out for them. Yes, you do get a free heal spot.
Ooh, that is nice.
Heated space. Very nice. Now I wish I hadn't used those potions. Here, what? Well, let's buy some mana potions because I didn't realise we'd run out. About 10 for good measure. Save as well. Now we're on a new floor. Clear the wet floor. We're onto the spicy floor. Ah, that's better. My arm's heating back up already. Out of the cold store into the boiling pot. I really envy your fire resistance sometimes, you know that, Aurelia. You can use my water rations if you need them, dear. It's true that the heat really isn't an issue for me. Getting flashbacks to the desert. You might be enjoying this, but I want to get out of here before I get heat stroke again. If anything, it might be worth getting some practice in being used to the heat while you can. Head up in one of Sel Mounta's volcanic regions, it'll only get hotter. What's the sort of joke line like?
Whoa! What?
Oh yeah.
It's this kid in a box costume we're fighting.
Blockhead golem, napalm slime, hollow stone, and burning skulls. It does look a bit like Catboard, though. I will agree with you there. I think that's the one. Let's throw some water. Yeah, sorry, you were going to say something?
I completely forgot. I got distracted by the kid that looks like he's from Minecraft.
Oh, say about the heat and
Oh yeah, isn't Vigo like supposed to like incredibly pale? So she definitely gets heat a lot more.
Yeah, she.
Yes, I know that feeling.
Yes, like most of her skin is pretty pale anyway, and the stuff under her mask was even worse. Oh god, he hit us with a rock. The kid threw a rock at us.
Oh no. How dare you?
Welcome to the... Let's say, with this one, welcome to the zone where the physical attackers start to struggle.
Oh.
Yeah, they're resistant. I don't think I have to say water. Corrupted blood. It's technically a water spell. Hey. Now these things... I want to see if I can get this thing to do his do a special thing. Everyone guard for a minute. Go on, do the thing. Gotta wait for him to charge up. He's not doing the thing. Ah. Alright, we'll beat him up and hopefully one of the others will do the thing.
Ooh, now I'm wondering what the thing is.
I'll let you know if we don't see it.
Ah.
We should see it at some point. Yeah, this is the slight problem. We might have to change Vagel's like weapon away, even though she's got the really strong weapon. It's fire element, and fire does nothing at all to the fire element ones, and I think either very little or nothing against the rock ones either. So she's actually handicapping herself by using that here, so we might have to change that. It's probably weak to ice. Do we have ice move? I guess cool beams are only ice move. Yeah, there we go. Aurelia? You, okay? Oh, it's when you're around, darling. Why? Is something wrong? You're on fire. Oh, I am, you're right. Aurelia goes to pat the fire out, but it's stuck to her hand, and now that's burning too. Right, immune to fire. Quite the useful trait. What's up with that flame? No idea. I guess it's whatever those slimes are made of. It's a good thing it got on me, if this was one of you all. Perhaps take care around those things. Yeah, she's just got napalm on her, and she's just casually like, oh, I'm on fire.
That's what I was about to say. It's like she just got napalm and it's just a-okay.
Yeah, well, she doesn't care. She's like, the demon fire immunity is like absolute. She is just immune to it. It just doesn't faze them. It's so hot. It shouldn't look so good. I mean, I'm feeling it too. This is worse than summer in the wetlands, but at least I'm sort of used to the heat. Who knows what the weather is like back at her home. Hey, Renee, you pretty better take this. Yeah, if I saw water skin to her. Oh, thanks. It's a lot better. But I probably drank too much. Are you going to be okay? I should be fine. I grew up by a swamp. It's not quite as warm as this. But I'll be okay for a bit, as long as this area isn't much bigger than the last one. What was your home like? Oh, it was... Samson, is it okay if I don't say? I just makes me want to know more. Alright, if you don't want to say, you don't have to. I'm sorry, that's a long story. So I'm not the only one with family issues. But given her home is Sel Tor, I guess there could be a whole bunch of reasons she doesn't want to talk about it.
Maybe because she can't.
Ooh. Oh yeah, the golems are teaming up.
Oh.
I love that sprite. I really love that one. To give a bit of backstory for these, they're by an artist called Fazlon. I think I got them as part of like a huge like bulk pack of resources years back, when I used to be active on the RPG Maker forums. And he's got loads, like all the weird fortress enemies are his. They're all like his artwork. I'm pretty sure they were up for like free use. If I'm not, let me know, Fazlon, and you've changed that, but I'm pretty sure they were. But they were so interesting. I was like, I have to use these somewhere, and that's where the fortress came from. I was like, I wanted an unusual area to use them in. I just realised we should back off, because we didn't change Bagel's weapon.
Ooh, yeah.
She's going to be doing, like, nothing. Yeah, our other weapon's piercing, which is probably not a bad idea. Oh, not a good idea. Maybe the mace. And I think the mountain is also, like, it's either slashing or crushing.
The mountain?
Yes, that's the cursed axe, if you remember, from the first game.
And it's just such a fun thing to say, like mountain. It just sounds like someone's called Mountain Rock, and you're making fun of them for it.
I guess it's Dwarven. Yeah, what was it? Dwarven from Mountain Breaker, I think it was?
Yes, I think.
Alright, I'm pretty sure that... Actually, here's a skill that could be good. Level Shot, because that does consistent damage. It doesn't, it's not element resistant. So that devil portrait at the back, that's a bit of a weird one. So I don't think devils have really been explained yet. Fire Elemental's probably not going to do much here. Let's go for Wind Up. Makes her do more attacks the next turn. It's like a slightly tweaked Fury. Yeah, Cool Beam's probably good again here. I don't think I've had an Ice Elemental yet. There's a, I think I preemptively made an attack at, like, Sprite for a Lightning Elemental and a Light Elemental, but...
I was gonna take it.
Yeah, it's for, like, future use, like... Because I'm sure... I want to do one for every Elemental at some point, but... Guard Breaker, let's see if we can crack his defenses a bit. Maybe... Oh, yeah, we could do Bolster Energy. We'll do this on Vega once she'll hit really hard, hopefully. Versus normal Succubus Life Drain to instead increase energy, buffing basically most of the main stats. become strong. Samson, I guess we could try Air Elemental. I don't know if it'll do a lot to these guys, but it shouldn't be resistant at least. Tornado that just wipes out the screen. Oh, she set the back one off bleeding. Pretty good. Oh god, the throw of rocks at Rennie.
Again with the rocks from these kids in these costumes.
Yeah. I guess we'll
like
try
all
Earth.
these little neighborhood kids.
Earth Elemental? I don't think this does anything to them, but we'll give it a try. It might not be immune to Earth. I genuinely can't remember if I made them immune to it or like just resistant. Okay, no, they are immune, but it did at least apply the debuff still. Oh yeah, we've got Skewer. This is a very hard-hitting one because this ignores most of their defense. And it crits.
Ooh.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, Vagel's still doing decent damage. Excellent. Cool beam again. Fuse the small child.
You have been confused, small child.
Oh, they're beating up our small child.
Oh.
Wait,
our small child?
I'm kidding. She's the youngest of the party, definitely, but she's pretty sure. God, what do they say Renee was about? I think she reckons she's about 19 at one point, but she's kind of lost track a little bit. Oh, she's back down again.
Well, now she's gone, so we can't ask her.
Yeah, we'll get her back up later. God, what's the thing from... oh, that was the wrong skill. From EBF with the... wow, you dodged that so fast, I didn't even see you move. After you get, like, KO'd. And the one for when you get revived. Like, what do you mean there's enemies still here? You guys haven't finished this fight already?
Yeah.
Okay, level shot. God, we're struggling to put even one of these down. Well, I guess that's one of them. Frenzy? Should hit all of them? Still buffed up, so should do some damage at least. Hey, there we go. That was the wrong one, but okay. That's still doing alright. I meant to target that one.
There we go.
He's not using
the freaking spooky demon in the corner next to all the little kids in costumes.
He didn't use his special ability. He's got a rather unique attack. He never used it. Kind of unusual. They usually have by this point. Well, good for us. Yeah, this section, the Earth section was the section that was like the toughest to go through in testing. Because I tested all 3 routes to make sure you could do them in any order. This was a slightly painful area to get through if you go through it first. It's not impossible at all, but it took some like thinking to get through those fights. Because of course you're doing slightly less damage and you don't have as many options. That might be the other thing with if I do get around to the next game. I do want to make the class like choosable, but I might have to like reduce the amount of skills and things each class gets. Might be more reliant on a few key skills than having so much variation, kind of thing.
Fair.
Partly because I've got to think of all of them, and partly to sort of balance that progression a little bit more, so I can be a bit clearer on what every class can do. Take some inspiration from each and Odyssey and the like. Another dagger. Oh, they're all running away. Hi, little guys. I like your circus act. Pretty fun to watch them fight together like that. They're a bit dangerous, but they're kind of sweet. So it proceeds to throw another rock at them anyway. Bagel would absolutely do that.
Yeah, that is definitely in character.
Right, move it. Oh, did we go for the optional treasure?
Yes.
Good answer.
I feel like there's got to be something decent. More of the question thingies that can do whatever.
Oh god, we've been napalmed.
Oh. Still have to resist making napalm jokes. At least on this, like my own channel, whatever happens there, happens there. But here, it's not mine. Can't make stupid jokes.
Fine. No, definitely not boil over here. We'll use rage. Yeah, that middle one is just a ball of metal. So that's going to be easy to deal with. I lie.
It's just a ball of metal, so that's just going to be very annoying to kill.
Yeah, and the other ones are fireballs. We're gonna throw some water at them.
Water the metal?
Water at everything.
Oh.
They put the fires out pretty easily. I think I actually do remember what the metal ones